Hey everybody, Kondoji here. Welcome back to the Mindcrack server for more Adventure Week! We're starting our adventure today on a half-destroyed, half-sunken ship that I'm pretty sure I already explored. I think this is one of the ones I looked at before. Maybe not. Either way, it's missing the butt, and the butt is where the important stuff is. Alright, good night everybody! But one of the things I managed to miss is these new trapdoors. The fact that this is the first time I've seen the new trapdoor designs. These are jungle trapdoors. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. I have a responsibility today, apparently, to go fix the treasure map. Because it has been said that... What am I doing? That's right, I was destroying it. In order to get new treasure maps to spawn or to work, the chest of the last treasure needs to be destroyed. So I need to go back and destroy that treasure map. I don't have the foggiest clue where I need to go for that, so I might have to do a little hunting around. Those are cool looking fish. I kind of want to... Alright, here's what I want to do today. I want to go find the chest, to destroy it, and see if that does indeed reset the map. Here's another half-sunken, or half of a ship that is sunken. And more underwater monument things. Go do that, and then I want to go back to that ender chest and drop off some of the stuff so that I have more room for things to bring back to where we are building. I don't know that this is the right way. I'm just going to keep going this way. It feels right, but it may be very wrong. There's not really too terribly much that I want to bring back at the moment. There's the fish, there's some of the blocks, but really they're just, What? What just happened to me? Who did this? Who did this to me? Are you evil fish? Somebody's making noise. Who's done this? Is it you? You're cool looking fish. Was it you? Who did this to me? Was it you? Well, let's go ahead and kill you. It might have been the pufferfish. Might it have been the pufferfish? Right there. You just get out of here. You're canceling out. Oh, yep. That's who it was. They puff out and they poison you. Well, that's interesting and was very spooky. Alright, so according to this map, the top is north, and we are north, so I would need to go south, right? Which way is south? That is north. So we need to go this way. I think. I'm pretty sure. Alright. Yeah, let's do that. So yeah, I think I'm pretty much done for the collecting of things. I read some comments and some information about the heart of the sea. I don't think that's anything I'm going to mess with at the moment. Oh, them fishies drowned. Oh, it took my boat. Come back, boat. Boat, come back. It's gone forever. Well. This is not fun to plan at all, has it? There's an island over there. I guess I'll swim over there. Darn. Boat taking air bubbles. I think I have. Yeah, I should have plenty of materials to make another boat. Alright, let's swim over here. What I was trying to say is that I want to drown some. No, what I'm trying to say is for the last 2 days of the week, we're probably going to spend our time mostly caving because I think we've pretty much gotten to the point where I've seen all the stuff I wanted to see for the ocean stuff. There is more stuff to be seen, but we can definitely explore some of this later. Should I sleep off the night real quick? Why not? Very dangerously. Just right on the ground there, but there was probably plenty of torches. Okay. Yeah, the inventory situation is not so good. Well, let's continue going what I think is south and what I think is the right direction. So that's northeast, west. And we are apparently too far north. So yeah, until I seem to make any progress down the map, I'm going to keep going south. If I could find the icebergs, then I would know roughly where I am in the world. But then to get back to Brian's base, I will definitely need to look at coordinates because I no longer remember where we are at all. That information is lost to me at this point. Alright, how we looking? Okay, we have started to go too far south. Oh, that's an ocean monument, isn't it? That's, is that one of the big kahuna ones? What are you? Yeah, it is. There's gonna be guardians here. Yeah, I'm getting the hell away from there. No, thank you. Here. If anybody wanted to know where one of those would be, there's your coordinates. Okay. Alright, so too far south. Right? And then I'm too far east, so I need to go west. I need to go this way, actually. Right? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. There's a cool ravine going under that island. That's pretty neat. Pretty neat. I don't know how I ended up so far out this way. Oh, I see. I'm changing an X more than Z. I think I traveled out Z ways. I don't remember anymore. I'm a terrible explorer. What can I say? My sense of direction is never very good. Alright, yeah, we're not. Am I going west? Yes. Oh, Cone. Cone. You're already west. You need to go east. Remember what I said? Remember what I said? Yeah. Alright, well, I guess I got some boating ahead of me here. And I got a couple questions last night after after we did some Wreckfested on stream. A couple questions that propped up on Discord on things to talk about today. And they're both racing themed, which generally I've tried to keep racing talk away from this series because virtually everything else I do is racing talk. But if we're going to be doing anime stuff, trust me, it's going to happen. And the first question was from Commander Sealand, who wanted to know, of all of the F1 tracks on the calendar, which one would I go to if it was an all expense paid trip and it was the last ever race at that track? Meaning, if I went there and I saw the race, it would be paid for, but there would never be a race there ever again. Ooh, it's a turtle on the land. Neat. Is it two turtles? Or is it just one turtle? Just one turtle sprawled out. You're cool. You're very cool. And, that is an interesting question. The hard part is picking what track to kill. Because there's so many on the Formula 1 circuit that I want to go away. And honestly, to me, the modern F1 era, I'm really not that keen on going to see a Formula 1 race. Like, that's not something very high up on my list of wants or desires. So, I mean, I would want it to be somewhere pretty cool then, right? Like your spas, or even Montreal, I think would be a cool place. Trying to think of another cool one. Let's see. I like Austria. Yeah, Well, there's plenty of cool places to go watch. But what I've decided is, I hope Jinglestog doesn't watch this series. I've decided I want an all-paid expense trip to go to the USGP so I can finally kill Coda, like it's deserved to be killed since the moment it was conceived. So that's my answer there. All right. I think, based on what I was understanding, this destroying the chest will only change the next maps that I would get. So these maps are kind of old news. They won't do anything for me anymore. That's my vague understanding of what happened there. So we would have to find another ship, or another ship, no, or a another map from any various ocean thing around here. So I'm gonna boat out this way a bit and see if we can find another map, and we'll do some science on whether or not that actually does reset them. But it's not like, it's not that I really, really hate Coda. I just don't think that it was the right place or the right track for Formula One to make its return to F1. It seems like if you're going to go through all that effort to make a brand new, crap, that's cool looking, a brand new Formula One track, and you have infinite land to do it, like they did it in a place where there was no building restrictions at all. Like they could have done whatever the hell they wanted out there. They just ended up with a very unfun circuit. It's not, from what I hear, an amazing place to watch a race, and it's not a track that the drivers enjoy. It's just, yeah, it's just a bad collection of things. I hate saying that for the people that live there and the people that appreciate the track, and I mean, if it was next door to me, I would certainly feel differently. If Coda was my neighbor, I would be like, no, keep Coda. I want that still here, but since I don't, that's kind of how I feel about it. Unfortunately. I think that's the one I already searched, so I'm going to keep looking. The other one was from Jimps, who had another racing-related question. This one, less NASCAR, more, or less F1, more NASCAR is what I should have said. This one, again with any race in history, wants to know if I could go and watch any NASCAR race in history, which one would it be, with the catch that it had to be during the era that Bill Elliott would have raced in. And, ooh, look at all this iron. And the emeralds. And the lapis that I don't really need / want. And the drowning. The drowning's pretty cool. Wow, that was a different treasure than I'm used to. Maybe I've not been searching these boats enough. This one was the easy one, because there's just one race that stands out so much to me. And that is, of course, I say, as if everybody would know this, that is the 1998 Daytona 500, because that was the year that Dale Sr. finally won the 500, and that was a big deal, especially for me. I was 11 at the time, and I was just starting to really become, you know, you transition from being a kid who likes things but doesn't understand them into somebody that likes things and knows the inner workings of them and the details of them, if you know what I mean. Like, it's a different approach to why you like things. Like, young kids, if they like NASCAR, or if they like racing, or cars in general, they usually like it either because they had influence, like a parent, or you know, a sibling, or something like that, or they just like the visuals of it, they just like loud noises, or something like that. So, yeah, it was an important, like, transitional phase there where my dad is the reason that I got into NASCAR, but that was in the era where I was actually understanding what NASCAR really meant, or how it worked and stuff like that. Did I grab these? I did. I think I can just make these back into... Hey! Oh, we gonna drown! Do I have a door on me? I don't! No! Oh, no! All that stuff! I didn't get it to the end of test! Oh, no! Oh, this week has just been awful. Oh, man. Ah, jeez. Ah, crap. There's the swamp that we saw to the left. And there's the first boat. Okay. I have my doubts, but we'll see. Hopefully the items are floating. It's definitely not this one. It would have been a little bit further out. Oh, that's probably it right there. I don't see any items floating. Hard to say if it's the same boat or not. But again, I don't see any items floating. They would be at the bottom by now, right? This doesn't look like the same boat, does it? We'll know if the chest has been looted. This is not the same boat. This is not the same boat. I'm gonna do the same thing though. Alright. I repeat, not the right boat. There's a mushroom island over there. That's amazing, but not what we're looking for. It's only amazing if I find my items again. Alright, I think I've gotten lost. I need to go back to my swamp. Swamp was the key. It's the last thing I have of an identifiable place that I was. I think I went more just true south rather than this way. Not looking promising. Alright, very quickly. Jump out. I should have made doors. Okay, this is indeed the one I looted. Let's say I just kept going south. I'm sure our 5 minutes is up by now anyway, if it's anywhere near that chunk's been loaded. Oi. That's probably it. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah? Our stuff. I cannot believe it. I was convinced. I was convinced it was all gone. There's the boat. Oh, man. That's, that is a surprise. I really like the floating items change. That's quite pleasant indeed. Alright, let's put on the armor we get so we have room. And up the bucket, our shield, our Ryuski. There's the pick. Oh yeah, I would have lost that pick too. Whew. I guess that's everything. Is everything else just combined items? Yeah. Let me boat around. Oh yeah, because I have an extra boat now. What is this? Who are you? Our bow. Alright. Got our bow. I think that's everything. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Let's let's go boat to land. And, you know what? I think I'm done for the day. I think, yeah, yep. Mm-hmm. Definitely done. Definitely done. 98 Daytona 500. There you go, Gems. Okay, that was the answer. I had so much I wanted to say about that, but it's gone now. I need a scuba helmet. Oh, you know where I'm sleeping? I'm sleeping at the place where there ain't no mobs. Ain't no mobs here. This is actually a pretty cool find. Hard to find in vanilla. And, yeah. I'm gonna put my bed down here. I'm gonna lay claim to this ominous collection of blocks right here. And, sign out for the day. So, I hope you enjoyed this very interesting episode of Mindcrack. Bye.